The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience. Eleanor Roosevelt. Welcome, dear reader. Have you ever felt a quiet yearning in the depths of your soul? A subtle whisper asking, what is my true purpose? It's a question that has echoed through the corridors of time, pondered by philosophers and everyday individuals alike. This is the story of one such soul, adrift in the sea of existence, searching for meaning. Our story begins with a man named Alex, successful by society's standards. He had climbed the corporate ladder, earning accolades and respect from his peers. Living in the city that never sleeps, he was always chasing the next big goal. The relentless pace of urban life kept him on his toes, always striving for more. But beneath his polished exterior lay a growing emptiness. Despite his achievements, something was missing, a void that success couldn't fill. The constant pursuit of external validation left him feeling hollow, like a boat without an anchor. He drifted through life untethered and lost. He had everything he thought he ever wanted, yet a profound sense of emptiness lingered. Surrounded by people, he felt more alone than ever. His days were a blur of meetings, deadlines, and social engagements. The hustle and bustle of the city consumed him, leaving little room for introspection. Alex was a master of his craft, but as the city's lights dimmed each night, a profound sense of unease would creep in. The quiet moments revealed the cracks in his facade. The silence of his opulent apartment only amplified the emptiness within. In the stillness, he confronted the reality that success had not brought him the fulfillment he sought. One day, a chance encounter changed everything. Alex met an old woman in a park, her face etched with the wisdom of a life well lived. Her eyes held a certain peace that captivated him. "True happiness," she said softly, "comes not from chasing fleeting pleasures, but from finding contentment within." Her words, imbued with a gentle strength, struck a chord deep within him. Intrigued, Alex found himself drawn to her serene aura. He began to visit her regularly, each encounter chipping away at the walls he had built around himself. She introduced him to the teachings of Buddhism, emphasizing the impermanence of material possessions and the importance of cultivating inner peace. Inspired by her words, Alex decided to take a break from the city's relentless pace. Drawn by an inexplicable pull, he booked a one-way ticket to Nepal. The idea of leaving behind the noise and chaos of urban life for the tranquility of the mountains was both exhilarating and daunting. He felt a strange sense of peace as he traded his tailored suits for simple clothes and his luxury car for rugged hiking boots. The transformation was more than just physical. It was a shedding of his old self, a step towards a simpler, more meaningful existence. The Himalayas, with their towering peaks and serene monasteries, called to him, promising solace and clarity. The majestic mountains seemed to whisper secrets of ancient wisdom, inviting him to discover a deeper understanding of life and himself. The air was thin and crisp, a stark contrast to the city's polluted haze. Each breath he took felt like a cleansing ritual, purging the toxins of his past life and filling him with renewed energy and purpose. As he trekked through the mountains, each step seemed to lighten the burden he carried. The physical exertion was demanding, yet it brought a sense of liberation, as if he was shedding layers of stress and worry with every stride. Surrounded by the raw beauty of nature, he began to reconnect with a part of himself he had long forgotten. The serene landscapes and the profound silence offered him a space to reflect, to heal, and to rediscover his true essence. In the heart of the Himalayas, Alex found not just a destination, but a journey back to himself. Section 5. Finding the Path. In a monastery nestled high in the mountains, he met a wise monk who became his mentor. This serene place, surrounded by the whispers of nature, became a sanctuary for his troubled mind. The monk taught him about mindfulness, the practice of being fully present in the moment. He learned to breathe deeply, to feel the air fill his lungs, and to let go of the constant chatter in his mind. The key to finding your purpose, the monk explained, lies not in seeking it externally, but in cultivating a deep understanding of yourself. This wisdom resonated deeply with him as he realized that the answers he sought were within. He encouraged Alex to meditate, to quiet his mind and listen to his inner voice. Through meditation, Alex began to peel away the layers of doubt and fear that had clouded his vision. Days turned into weeks as Alex immersed himself in the monastic life. The rhythm of the monastery, with its gentle cycles of day and night, brought a sense of peace and stability. The simplicity of their routine, the chanting of mantras, the focus on compassion and selflessness slowly began to unravel the knots of anxiety and confusion within him. Each chant, each act of kindness was a step towards clarity. He learned to observe his thoughts and emotions without judgment, understanding that happiness was not a destination but a journey. This newfound perspective allowed him to embrace each moment, finding joy in the present rather than yearning for an uncertain future. Section 6. Embracing the silence. At first, silence was his enemy. His mind raced, filled with anxieties and regrets. But slowly, as he learned to find stillness in the midst of the monastery's serene environment, he began to hear a different voice, his own. It was a whisper at first, guiding him towards his passions, his values, and ultimately, his purpose. He discovered a love for teaching, sharing the wisdom he had gained with other lost souls seeking direction. The act of helping others find their way filled him with a sense of fulfillment he had never known before. This, he realized, was his calling. Section 7. The Purpose Found. Returning to the city a changed man, Alex knew his life had to reflect his newfound purpose. It wasn't about abandoning his success, but about aligning it with his values. He started a foundation, offering mindfulness workshops and supporting underprivileged children. The emptiness he had felt was replaced by a quiet sense of purpose. He was no longer chasing external validation, but living a life of meaning, driven by compassion and a desire to make a positive impact on the world. Section 8. The journey continues. There's much more to tell, dear listener, about the intricacies of finding one's purpose, the challenges and triumphs along the way. But that, my friend, is a story for another time. Remember, the journey to discovering your purpose is a deeply personal one. It's about listening to your inner voice, embracing the present moment, and living a life aligned with your values. Until next time, may you find peace and purpose on your own unique journey. For further exploration, visit website or social media link.